Welcome to the Business Results Program. This is how to transform yourself, your team, and your company to perform better and achieve higher results. Let's get started. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Pete Winiarski, and I'm the CEO of Win Enterprises, LLC. Check out CompleteBusinessTransformation.com and look at the latest posts and resources we put there to serve you. I started this program because I want you to know that it doesn't have to be that hard. Business leaders like you struggle to get results, to build your team, to satisfy customers, to grow your businesses, and to stay sane in the middle of these crazy dynamics going on around you. My team and I have had full careers in business leadership roles, and we get it. We've had the same challenges as you, and we can share what we've learned, and we can make your life easier. In this program, I will be joined by various members of our team and other guests that I know can help you. We will offer new perspectives and share some of the secrets that you're just not hearing about anywhere else. The Business Results Program is your personal journey to improve yourself as you improve your company and achieve your most important goals and deliver the business results that make you and your team happy. Now, let's get to today's episode. Hey, Pete Winiarski here, Business Results Radio Today. This is the podcast where we help you to transform yourself, your team, and your company. And today's conversation is about business diagnostics, diagnosing your business. Well, what do we mean by a diagnostic or a diagnosis? A diagnosis, that sounds scary. Is something wrong? Is it broken? Do I need to go see a doctor? Well, think about the doctor analogy for a moment. Many times you go to the doctor because you're not feeling well. Something's not right. My foot hurts. I don't know why. My stomach hurts. I don't know why. Let's go see the doctor and let them diagnose the problem. So that's really one way to understand and define what a diagnostic is. It's understanding and appreciating what's the problem. Well, people also have medical staff supporting them while they perform at the highest possible level. Athletes who are at the professional level have nutritionist advice, physical therapy and coaching advice, medical support so that they can run faster, jump higher, lift more weights, be stronger, etc., etc., etc. So that's another way to diagnose. How do you perform at the next highest level? Both of those, fix it, something's wrong, I don't understand, or help me get to the next level, are the reasons why you might consider a diagnostic activity. So think of this. Imagine that you're a small business and you're a small business leader and you just discovered after an exercise, a diagnostic type exercise, that you could jump up your revenue by, say, 31% or 82%. Or what about 149% or even 352%? Huge results. What would that enable for your business if you could get numbers like that? By the way, those are actual results from clients of ours, real clients who went through one of our small business diagnostic exercises with us. Imagine how blown away they were when they discovered the possibility, as I just described it. Impressive, right? That's what you want. Now, what if you're a larger business and you learned that here are some specifics about how you could streamline your business and operate differently and reduce your cost structure by 20 to 30%. I mean, once again, that's mind-blowing. What will you do with all of that additional cash flow? And again, those are real percentage ranges from client examples that we have from going through diagnostic exercises. In fact, I'm in the middle of doing a diagnostic exercise right now for a manufacturing client. And my team and I are digging into the operations, and we're understanding how much improvement they can make to their operations and their operations metrics, which contribute to financial benefit. And in fact, in some areas, we're looking at a doubling in productivity by using a variety of methods and techniques, none of which require big money, none of which require them to invest. And that's huge, huge, huge savings. So again, what would that enable for you? What if you could double the productivity of your team? Holy cow, right? So the idea of a diagnostic is, help me, something's not right, I need to fix it, and I don't know what to do. Or help me see the possibilities, because I want to get to the next level. I want to understand what's possible. This is how we put a man on the moon, right? Let's set an outrageous goal and figure out what do we have to do to get there. Now, here's a process and a methodology that we really suggest you think about. At Win Enterprises, we look at a methodology that is discover, develop, deliver. Meaning, it begins with the discovery phase, identifying the potential. What are those real problems, the root causes to solve? What are the root causes of the problems? Let's get deeper and deeper into it and understand what's really going on. And then, how do we uncover opportunities? It's the practical side of the what if scenarios. In fact, we were in a conversation today with the client team. You can imagine a room and a flip chart and dry erase board, and one of the team members was describing, hey, here's how I think we're going to solve the challenge that you gave us yesterday. And they went through it. And I said, aha, what if you did this one other thing? And you could see the eyes open up wider. It's like, ooh, hadn't thought of that before, right? That's the sort of dialogue that happens in a discovery type exercise. And then you convert it all into the actual performance improvement. Can you produce more output, double your productivity? Can you become more profitable? Can you reduce your costs? All of these turn into better results for your business, better results for the company, better results for your customers. What matters to you, you get to figure out how to actually do that with this diagnostic exercise. So discover, develop, deliver. So discover, identify that true potential. Develop, now it's develop the solutions, figure out the what to do, right? It's figuring out how to achieve your potential. What specific things, initiatives, projects, actions will you take to achieve the results that are possible? It's the roadmap. It's the action plan. It's the answer to how will I achieve that potential. So that's the discover and develop phases of our discover, develop, deliver. And that happens to be, those two parts happen to be what really make up a diagnostic exercise. And then, of course, deliver is all about delivering the results, implementing the solutions, executing the plan, getting your team really engaged, elevating their skill sets, elevating their excitement level, shifting your culture to one that makes a difference for you and your team. Because your team members matter, right? Remember, this is all about transforming you, your team, and your company. And so transforming you is all of these changes that we're talking about in your business as you identify your real potential of what problems you could solve and how would you free up yourself, your resources, etc. What would that do for you if you could do that? And what about those opportunities that exist in your business, and what could you become, and how does that excite you? So that's about transforming you in the process of making you a different and better leader to achieve those levels of results. And then, of course, your team, transforming your team is necessary to get them on board, because you can't do all the work yourself. You've got to get your team to plug in and help you lead better by leveraging better. You leverage your team members. And as a result, you end up with fantastic results, high level of engagement, excitement. This is that high five moment. It's almost like, hey man, we won the game. Let's go celebrate. You imagine if that was the routine on a regular basis. So discover, develop, deliver. Identify your potential, figure out what you have to do to achieve that potential, and then go do it and go make it happen. You in your business, as a business leader, you need to go through that process, whether or not you get help. It's the process, discover, develop, deliver, that you need to go through so that you know what to do, why to do it, how to do it, and then go do it. Here's the opposite situation. Let's say that you hear something about the latest fad, the latest strategy, you read a book, you heard your friend talk about the results they got in their business, and you can't wait to do the same thing, to implement the process, try out the new strategy. Maybe it's social media marketing or automation. You're going to go buy some equipment or software or something that automates part of your process or even all of your process. Or you say, I'm going to run my business with the team members being totally autonomous. I'm not going to have any managers or supervisors. Everyone's just going to do what seems to be the right thing. And I can go on and on and on. And by the way, sometimes these might be good strategies and sometimes they might not be good strategies. How do you know? That's the question. And that's what discover, develop, deliver. So discover, develop, or a diagnostic exercise will answer for you. How do you know? Because here's the thing, if you don't know what the problems are that you're solving for, what are the goals that you are setting to achieve higher levels of performance, and setting those goals that align with your real opportunity that exists in your business, if you don't know any of that stuff and you're running randomly, pin the tail on the donkey, right? That doesn't really work. You're going to blindfold yourself, spin yourself around and see if you maybe hit the target. You've got to figure out what are your problems that you're solving, what's your real opportunity, set goals that align with those. Because otherwise you just start doing actions and activities and you get into you're spending and investing money maybe on the wrong things because you didn't understand what you were really capable of doing, capable of achieving, where you ought to focus your efforts. What's the one most important thing today that you should be focusing on? What's the one most important thing this month, this quarter, this year? What are you putting in place? What's your strategy in the first place? And if you don't know that, you might break your business. You might break some processes. You might have a setback and go backwards rather than forward. Certainly you might lose money in the process. Hopefully you don't lose any customers, in the process. So this is why having a solid foundation of information that comes to you from a diagnostic process and a diagnostic exercise is so absolutely important. So this is what diagnostics are all about. Breaking it down simply, discover, develop, deliver is how to shift and transform your business, transform you, your team, your company. The discover phase at minimum and discover and develop phase would be better, is all about making real fact-based decisions by what you're uncovering for your business as you're understanding your problems more accurately. You're understanding your opportunities by going through the practical what-if scenarios and testing it out in your business. Business principles of improvement do work, but you have to understand the principle at a deeper level. And sometimes you can do that yourself. Other times you need to get some outside perspective. When was the last time that you had a serious injury and you did not bother to get it x-rayed only to find out later on that it was broken, right? You need the x-ray. You need the x-ray tech to run the x-ray machine to get the image for the radiologist to then review and report back that you have a fractured femur, ankle, big toe, whatever. And hopefully you don't have any of those things. In fact, if you had a fractured femur, you'd probably know it instantly because that's pretty dangerous. But nonetheless, work with me here on this illustration. Now, if something's broken, you go to the expert who can help you understand it and fix it. And that's what a diagnostic is all about. So just setting the tone here for you about starting your business improvement, your business transformation with a diagnostic exercise before you get in and set your strategies, before you get in and set strategic goals, before you get in and start lining up resources to go implement a bunch of stuff. Because it's not about implementing for the sake of implementing. It's about being focused and clear on what it is you're doing, why you're doing it, what you expect to get as results. And all of that comes out of a diagnostic exercise that you do on the front end. So let me leave you with this. We're excited about the level of results that we see are possible when we go through a diagnostic exercise. We might uncover millions of dollars for larger businesses, and certainly meaningful dollars for the smaller businesses that we work for. As I pointed out, order of magnitude, you could double, triple, quadruple or more your revenue, and then even more than that from your profits because of your profit margins. Or reduce your conversion costs by 20 or 30%. It almost sounds unreal at first until you get into the hows and whys that can happen. Play with some what-if scenarios. What if you could double your revenue, double your profits? What does that do for you and your business? What does it do for your team? What does it do for your company's results? What does it enable you to do differently now that you have all of this excess cash compared to what you had before? Now you're ready to play the game a little bit differently. This is the conversation today about diagnostics. This is Pete Winiarski in Business Results Radio, and we look forward to hearing your success stories and your business transformation that hopefully started with a business diagnostic. Take care, everyone. Thanks for listening to this episode of Business Results Radio. Remember to share this episode on social media or directly with people you think would benefit from it.